says, is the participation of women in sports allowed? These days, there is even allowance for hijabi women in sports. So can a woman play a sport like tennis, football, or any other sport where there is no presence of men? Now, these are two different questions. For a woman to play sports when there are no men attending, and by men we mean non-mahrams, because usually a woman would play with a friend or a group of friends, and definitely her brother is not a mahram to all. So if it's a secluded place, a segregated place, where women go and play sports with the appropriate clothings and the Islamic conditions, this is totally permissible. There's nothing wrong in that. On the contrary, this is what we've been calling for ages, so that women would have health facilities, that they would be able to practice, exercise, and to spend time in permissible leisure, rather than, as in we have here the problem, where they don't have any outlets to do whatever they want to do in a permissible way. All what they have is the malls, and we know what fitna the malls contain, unfortunately, and they have these TV screens, the internet, the social media to engage in, and this is one of the means of destruction that may lead people to hell in a very fast pace. So definitely, health clubs, health centers, fitness centers are permissible for women, providing they're segregated. No males are allowed, and the conditions are fulfilled. So the women are not wearing revealing clothes. They're wearing normal sports clothes that would not reveal their beauty and body parts, and there is no music. And then the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want. You want to play tennis, you want to play a squash, you want to play bodybuilding, weightlifting, cardio exercises, martial arts, etc. As it falls under the Islamic guidance, you have no problem, none whatsoever. The second issue is what some of the sisters may ask and say, okay, what is the ruling of participating in sports events when I'm wearing my hijab, yet there are spectators in the audience, there is a male coach, there are men all around us, but I'm wearing my hijab. Now, to answer this, it differs due to the other person on the other side, the person who's asking this question on the other side. If he's coming from a culture, a background, or a country that is committed to Islam, then the answer would be, does the hijab you're talking about expose your body parts, shows you in an indecent way? Anyone would know what the women wear would say yes. Definitely running around, jumping all over the place is indecent for a hijabi woman, for a decent Muslim woman. But if the one asking this question lives in a culture or a country that only has the name of Islam. I've been to many countries and I've seen women just wearing the hijab that covers their head, that covers their hair, and they're wearing as tight as it can be, blouses, trousers, very indecent clothes that defy the origin and the purpose of hijab. And unfortunately, I've seen also some of them, as I was told, and I've seen this for myself just to be sure, participating in the disbelievers' shows So you find a woman wearing hijab, dancing, singing, doing things in front of men and women that has no relation to Islam. It goes against Islam. But the only thing that keeps her within the boundaries of Islam is this scarf that she's covering her hair. And she might be bald. Her hair might be like the sister's afro or something. So covering it would even increase her beauty maybe, and that's why she's covering it. Now, this is totally prohibited. And the problem is that the people nowadays do not want to submit their will to Allah. They do not want to submit their will to the Quran and to the Sunnah. On the contrary, they want to submit the Quran and the Sunnah to their lifestyle. So instead of coming in submission and saying, whatever Allah tells me, I'll do it. Whatever the Prophet ﷺ tells me, I'll do it. And this is a proper Muslim. They're not doing this. They are reversing it by saying, okay, let's see what's in the Quran and Sunnah that fits my life. And if it doesn't fit my life, then I have to alter it, change it, do something about it. Maybe this would work, and this does not work.